Your children will be provided.
Alright, what was I up to? Deep cover.
Science, mathematics, history, and more. All in the comfort of your own home. Put your children on the right path to success.
Thank you for finally letting me in.
Destination imminent. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain
It's hard not to
in the
worry.
event of
Your
unforeseen
spouse.
tremor. Detonation occurs in 5, 4.
Kind of busy right now.
I can't talk right now, sorry. Is Mars everything you hoped and more? Really?
Am I glad I got this job instead of...
Have something for me? There,
Let's give it to
would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message? Nice. Nice. You're kind of a natural at this. Leaning on deadbeats comes easy to you. I like that.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Paid up for it.
If you like this kind of work, I can get you more. A lot more. You think you can handle running with my, associates? If you haven't figured that out by now, then maybe you aren't cut out for our line of work. That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Neva Mora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too.
Thank you.
Don't spend all that cash in one place.
Oh well.
This better be important. You want to know about Neva, huh? Okay, let me think. You ever heard of the galactic cannibalism phenomenon? No? See, that's when two galaxies collide, and the bigger one basically swallows the smaller one. Then the bigger one just moves on. It keeps getting bigger and angrier and roams through space looking for other galaxies to absorb. Neva Mora is 10 times worse than that. Don't mess with her. Don't give her any bullshit. Don't try and rip her off. And whatever you do, you better not betray her, or she will absolutely swallow you whole, and there won't be an atom left. Other than that, she's all right. What, is he your best buddy now? His debt's been satisfied, and an example's been made. That's all I ever really wanted. Unless he does something stupid, and mark my words, he will. He's got nothing to fear from me, or my associates. Let me give you a bit of advice. Don't blurt out crap like that. Do you want to know why? Because the walls around here have ears. And those ears belong to snitches who run to UC security. Then Adler ends up in the slam. Then, when they finally let Adler go, guess what he does next? He has to hunt down the people who are responsible for putting him in that position. And, well, let's say it all gets very, very messy. Does that answer your question? What the hell do you think I'm going to do with the stuff? I'm going to flip it and make a ton of money. You think Carl's booze addiction was bad? These Deimos Dusties will blow their entire paycheck to get zoned. Honestly, I consider it a public service. After all, I'm charging them less than a ticket to Neon.
His laugh.
Remember, you owe me big for getting your foot in the door. Stay safe.
Great time.
Is there anything else I can do on Mars? speak with Trevor.
Community Center representatives plan your event for regular gathering today.
Hey, careful around the equipment. Don't want to lose an arm or something.
Mining's fair work, but you can't take it all so seriously, I always tell my mates. We're pulling rocks out of the ground, not building spaceships. Welcome, welcome. Nice to meet you. Name's Trevor, mining director for the Deimos mining project here in scenic underground Sidonia. I could spare a minute or two to chat, so long as you're not looking for mining work, I suppose. Oh, that! Oh, nothing to worry about. We do fracking on Mars with subterranean particle detonations. Those announcements are just to let people know when to expect them. Now, you probably felt the rumble when the detonations actually go off. That's all it is. Not too bad, eh? Basically, it's high-tech mining. We use immensely powerful controlled particle detonations deep underground to loosen up subterranean gases and other difficult-to-gather resources so we can harvest them. Sounds way more dangerous than it is. Probably. Actually, it's still pretty dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, no worries, mate. I can totally see how it'd be odd if you're not used to it. Just sit down, or be sure you're within reach of something to hold on to if the quaking makes you uneasy. You'll be fine. Not so bad for one of the oldest mines in the settled systems. We struggle with the lack of decent equipment, but we work hard and make up for it. As I'm sure you know, we're responsible for supplying resources to Deimos Star Yards, which in turn is responsible for supplying UC naval vessels. That, among other major projects, makes us one of the United Colony's most important mining operations. The prestige and pay that comes with it almost makes up for being stationed at the arse end of the settled systems in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
Yep, that's me. Joined up with Deimos when I was just 17 as a mining gopher. Go for this, go for that, you know how it is. I worked hard, proved myself capable, and got the promotion to mining director about 6 years ago, after the old boss retired. Some of the older guys resent me, but I give everyone a lot of leeway as long as they meet their quotas, so that keeps them happy enough. The who's and what's it? Sorry, mate. I've got no idea what you're on about. Sounds made up if you ask me. But then again, maybe the other miners have been inventing some jargon I'm not familiar with. Best to ask around. Argos, huh? Yeah, I've heard of them. That's great, but yeah, unfortunately all our mining contracts are filled right now. Unless, maybe you could help me out with a job. Off the books.
Of course.
Great! I promise it's nothing that'll get anyone in any kind of trouble. See, you might have noticed that our equipment ain't exactly holding together like it used to. Problem is, we can't get new equipment unless we start exceeding our quotas. And we can't do that until we get new equipment. A real dilemma, right? I've got a plan for solving our little problem, though. Okay, glad you're still on board. First, I need someone from the outside to bolster our yields so we can prove that we can exceed our quota. I'll fill you in on the rest of the details after you've hauled up some ore. One standard quota should do. I need to know I can trust you with the easy stuff first. When you've got enough, drop it off in the bin over there for processing. Then come see me.
Have you checked your air filters lately? The city of Sidonia recommends checking your filtration unit
Being
every
detected.
week for
Don't want
old,
to catch yourself with
foamy, or
a... Things can get pretty
improper
glum around here.
Marcia Dunn
need some rock
joins
blasted.
the
That Renee
respiratory
kid,
illness.
she's always trying to make...
Oh, that? It's a legendary chunk of titanium ore that any miner would love to get their hands on. I can only assume Layla told you about it. She's obsessed, but too scared to go after it herself because of the curse. But you do you. Don't let her scare you off. Oh, I'm the blasting supervisor. I help take care of tricky deposits and expanding sections of the mine using controlled detonations. It's much faster than normal mining, but also more dangerous. That's why it takes someone with my qualifications and supervision to do it right, or else terrible things can happen. About a year ago, some rookie kid thought he could increase his yield, so he strung up a bunch of charges and almost brought down a whole cave. We tightened up safety protocols since then, and haven't had any accidents since. Well, at least none related to explosions. Not my team's explosions, that is. Not as much as they used to be, but Mars is still ripe with minerals for the taking. Did you know they used controlled particle detonations in the deep mines? Crazy, huh? It must have been awesome to set all that up. I just used regular old explosive charges in my detonations, but I take what I can get, huh? Sure is. Mars is rich with mineral deposits, even this close to the city. Although we're also clearing out the space here to make way for possible future city improvements. Not sure what's gonna go here when we're done, how long it's gonna take, or even if it'll ever happen, but it'd be nice to see the city grow.
I bet.
Hey, stay safe.
Matt would like to join Sidonia.
If there were any doubt of Sidonia's importance to the United Colonies and its industry,
No.
this
She's never
certainly
told me
puts
about
to
it.
rest.
Hold on. Is there some big thing everyone knows about that they're just keeping from me? Probably think I can't keep a secret. Fine. I don't want to have anything to do with their stupid Mars harp or whatever it is anyway. My story? My story is that I don't like people asking what my story is. I'm just messing. But really, I don't want to talk about myself. What? Standing around pointing a cutter at some rocks all day? It sucks, but it's easy, so whatever. Way better than my last job at Chunks, though. What? Am I too much for you?
Hey there. You a new hire? I thought all our positions were full. Hey, that's great. Sorry we don't have anything open at the moment. Maybe there'll be something when I retire. If I retire. The end of my contract's coming up, but I'm still not sure about it. Anyway, I'm Andres. Nice to meet you. Something else I can help you with? Heart of Mars? You best not get mixed up in that. I'm not gonna stop you, but don't tell me I didn't try to warn you. Nothing good can come of it. About 15 years now. It's good work, good money. Only problem is that it keeps me away from my family. They live well, but I hardly see them. Who knows? Maybe this is the year I let my contract renewal lapse and I finally retire. Let's just say that I've made enough here to retire early if I wanted to, and do something else with my life. Still not sure that's what I want yet, though. Other operations? I'd probably have to put in another 10, 15 years to get to where I am today. Deimos seems to prioritize its employees, which is a nice change of pace from the industry. Just for mining, not work entirely. I think about it every time my contract comes up. See, I'm quite a few systems away from my family. I get to see them whenever I get the chance, but it's hard watching my kid grow up without me. And it's not easy on his mom either. I'm conflicted because the job pays so well, and I want to earn enough so that my kid never has to do what I did to make ends meet. Yeah, I know. It's gonna take some real soul searching to figure it out. I have a feeling it's gonna be one of those cases where whatever I choose, it'll be the right decision, and yet the wrong decision all at once. Time will tell.
Caution. Subterranean particle detonation imminent. Be advised to secure loose articles and find stable ground or remain seated.
Whoa, hold on there. Are you supposed to be down here? You could get hurt without proper safety training.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Don't worry, I'm not gonna rat you out or anything. I just want to keep an eye out for anyone doing anything stupid. Be smart, and we'll have nothing to worry about. I'm
Nothing at all.
Salmon. Not Sammy, not Sam, Salmon. I don't do nicknames. I've been with Deimos for what seems like forever. So what I'm saying is, if you have questions, no one here knows these mines better than I do. Yeah, I get it. I'm old. To answer your question, though, no. This is the life for me, and I'm gonna do it until I'm dead or can't do it anymore. Whichever comes first. Not much. Been mining this rock for longer than anyone. Going on 30 years now. And before you ask, I don't talk about my life before that. I do, and it's gonna stay that way, since I don't have any reason to trust you yet. All I know is that it's bad news. If you go out looking for it, you're gonna have a bad time. Seriously, just trust me on this one. Forget you heard anything about it and move on. It's not worth your trouble.
Particle
Have a good one.
detonation concluded. It is now safe to resume normal activity.
Only people to talk to. Or not.
Sidonia, I'm not.
Yeah, you can make a real good living working the mines here, of course.
This here. People always ask me what I think about mining. It rocks.
Hey, be careful not to point that thing at me.
Didn't think we had any new miners on account of the positions being full up. Oh, I wasn't worried. Concerned, maybe. Because we haven't had any positions open for a while. And some friends of mine were turned away recently. I just want to make sure nothing funny was going on. Anyway, I'm Layla. When I'm not mining, I'm tinkering with Gnome, our unofficial mascot. I fill that computer brain of his with all sorts of nonsense and announcements. Of course, if you're here to chat, I'm always happy to talk shop. Especially if you're interested in talking about the heart of Mars. Oh, so you're interested in the heart of Mars, are you? Word is there's a cave out in the Martian waste with a gleaming node of the purest titanium ore you've ever seen. It's worth quite a lot of credits, but some say the heart of Mars is cursed. Hundreds have gone in search of it, never to return. And every one of them met a grisly fate. Maybe, just maybe, you could be the first to succeed, though. You know, if you think you got what it takes. No judgment if you're too scared.
I'm gonna try it.
Because in Roman mythology, Mars was the god of war. His heart is cold, but tough like titanium. One of the miners started calling it that long ago, and the name stuck. Seems fitting enough. Fair question. I'm not really the adventurous type, to be honest. And frankly, I don't need the money. So, I don't really feel the need to involve myself with the prospect of a potentially deadly cursed chunk of titanium. What? No. I mean, maybe the cursed part isn't real, but who am I to say? Look, I told you what I know. You can either choose to believe me or not. All I can say is that if you manage to find it and avoid the curse, you'll be a legend around here. I know cursed rocks and all. I don't know for sure if it's really cursed, but it's probably still dangerous out there, so be careful. I'll give you location of the cave. Good luck. This is only my second contract, so I think I've been here for 4 years now. It's great. I love it here. I'm working on getting those red eyes that are all the rage these days, you know. You'll hear a lot of these other chumps complaining about Sidonia. They say it's boring or dangerous or whatever. Look, I come from an ice planet. These people have no idea what they're talking about. Sidonia is practically paradise compared to where I grew up. Why? I mean, who wouldn't want cool blood red eyes? It's kind of a badge of honor thing around here. People know you're hot stuff when you got red eyes. Also, it freaks people who don't know about them. Except for little kids. They always seem to think it's awesome. Either way, it makes for fun social gatherings. Yeah, Gnome's been down here forever. He's also been broken forever. Can't actually walk or do work, and we don't have it in the budget to fix him. No one's had the heart to junk him, but when I started, I gave him new purpose. I programmed him to tell us local news and announcements. I modeled his responses after my own sarcastic sense of humor. It proved to be popular, so I did what any aspiring comedian would do and gave him a bunch of stupid jokes to tell. People love it. Or at least that's what they say. Very funny. Who sent you to ask? Was it Rivka? No, she seems to know what she's doing. I bet it was Hank, wasn't it? He always acts like he's top dog, but we all know he couldn't mine his way out of a wet paper bag. Yes. I remember that about you. You must work for a rival company. Well, if you think I'm going to divulge trade secrets, you got another thing coming.
Yeah.
No, don't worry. I won't report you to management. We've all been there. But I'm not going to help you either. I like this job. I don't have any intention of losing it over something like this. Hey, see you around, I guess.
Final subterranean particle detonation. Be advised to secure
Hello, stranger. I am No. What can I do for you?
unforeseen tremors.
I was activated 17 years ago. I malfunctioned and have been in disrepair and unable to move for over 9 years. Repairs are too costly, and I am well past my warranty expiration. Now, my primary function is that of an automated personal assistant. It was chosen over deactivation. I can make general announcements and relay messages from one registered miner to another, and I can report about local news. All news and information has been supplied by employees of Deimos's mining operations. I also have been programmed with a limited selection of jokes, but I have been told to warn you, they are not good. Why did the snowman need a moist towelette? Because his arms were sticky. No doom with this quake. A helpful reminder that subterranean particle fracking has resumed after its recent hiatus. Residents and workers alike are encouraged to heed the warning announcements and brace themselves for any turbulence when the blasts go off. Thankfully, you can rest easy knowing that detonations no longer occur at all hours of the night. Feel free to toss your alarm clocks, however, because they resume bright and early every morning. Don't forget, this month's target goals have been increased by 5%. Failure to meet your new goal may result in termination of your current contract. Good thing you do not work here. Sorry, you must be an employee of Deimos Star Yards to access the messaging function, and you are not. Gone, but not forgotten. Rumors swirl about the return of the famed Red Devils. Authorities have reportedly been in discussions to re-establish Mars's most elite fighting force. Of course, I've been reporting this news for 15 years straight. But yes, surely, this time it's really going to happen. There is currently no new news to report. My doctor told me I need to cancel my camping trip and sell my circus tickets. She said I needed to avoid activities that are intense. Intense. Get it? Where does a general keep his armies? In his sleeveys. How can you tell a bad joke from a good joke? A bad joke is fully grown. My friend was having trouble getting people to sign up for her hide-and-seek contest. It turns out, good players are hard to find. I could tell you a joke about paper, but it's terrible. How does a moon cut his hair? Eclipse it. I am a great computer, but I'm very tight-lipped. If you ask me what I get when I subtract 7,642 from 7,642, I will say nothing. Why did the miner eat her headlamp? Because she wanted a light snack. I can only list 25 out of the 26 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why. Did you hear about the outdoor restaurant on Phobos? The food is good, but it lacks atmosphere. I slept like a log last night. I woke up in a fireplace. I used to be a trash compactor in a shoe store. I had to leave that job because it was soul-crushing. I am reading a book on the effects of anti-gravity. I just can't put it down. What is the best way to throw a party in space? You plan it.
God.
I was going to tell you a joke about construction, but I'm still putting it together. Why do spacers who live in asteroid belts put beef chunks in their soap? They're accustomed to meteor showers. What do you call alien organisms that live in swamps? Martians. Why wasn't the scuba diver invited to the company executive's beach party? Because he was below sea level. When is a joke considered a dad joke? When it's apparent? I am out of jokes. Would you like to hear them? I am registering that you are leaving. Goodbye.
Normal activity for the remainder of the day. Detonations to resume tomorrow morning.
Well, I'm under orders not to engage with non-personnel. Iron deposit detected. Initiating evisceration protocols to remove
not having any trouble mining the ore, are you? You have a good one, all right?
Why haven't I? Ah. That's why.
Captain Chris, hello. I am satisfied to see that you survived your most recent sleep cycle.
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Someone else searching, are they? Now, it can't be that easy.
What does your scanner reveal?
Find out soon enough, won't we? Hey. It's not fully abandoned, though.
Best not to leave anything useful behind. Have your head!
I'll take it.
I heard something.
Where? Oh, far out.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets. Cowards. Are you prepared to die?
What's out there?
Sorry, I don't. I'm not.
I don't even notice the klaxons anymore.
Don't want to catch yourself with a loose grip on your equipment.
It's taken me a few years. What?
Jesus.
Hold on. You're telling me you actually found the heart of Mars? It's supposed to be a harmless prank we send newbies to go find. It's not supposed to actually exist. Yet, here it is. Or at least something resembling the legend. The only way this could happen is if... Damn it! If I gave you the wrong cave coordinates. Well, whatever you found, it's still impressive. You showed me up on this one. Feel free to keep it, since I'd say you earned it.
Report any injuries I may cause to my...
There's no harder working city
The
than
Red Planet
Sidonia.
lives up to its name, huh?
How's it going?
I am
Kinda
told
lost
that
the
the
plot.
United Colonies Marines are very well trained. I have not seen them in person.
Weightlifting's almost done. This one at least.
Just because the governor's office is right out there on the main level.
course not.
The patience for construction. Destruction is much easier and often more fun.
Eventually. Ah!
Big mistake.
Aim straight and steady.
You're not taking me out!
Did they have anything of value?
Won't get me though.
Where'd the bodies go?
assume we have not seen the last of these spacers. Are you prepared to die?
I'll find the bodies, that's the only thing.
Ain't nothing personal.
Focus. I will have your head. The spoils of victory. Hopefully they amount to something.
site and then we'll go back.
Caves like this can be an excellent way to conceal the presence of an illegal operation. I should know.
This area was uneventful. Better back out now. Uneventful.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
you're good enough to join our crew. You betting your life on that? Because the only way out of our organization is with a warhead up your grav drive. So, before I put you to work, let's get everything out in the open. I don't know if Adler mentioned it, and for his sake, I hope he hasn't. But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship, you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake. I want him dead. This job isn't about the loot, but I suppose every dog needs its scraps. Keep whatever worthless junk is on that ship. Just remember, the only thing that matters is that Rake dies. There's a lesson in this. I need you to learn what'll happen if you decide to turn your back on the fleet. Consider it your glimpse into a possible, unfortunate future. So you better pay close attention. Kill Rake? That's your only option? If you want my advice, there's only one way to guarantee he dies. Turn the Ragana into space junk. Only way to be sure. It's done when Rake stops breathing. Head back here when you're finished. And don't keep me waiting for long.
This Neva Mora, her words are measured and carry weight. She is not to be trifled with.
I've been tracking Rick for months. He's making it tough, not gonna lie. He changes his location and identity so often, it's costing me a small fortune just to keep tabs. But you know what? It's worth every damn cred. He's made me look like a fool in front of Delgado, and I'm gonna have his head on a pike. Rake used to run with the fleet. Hell, I'm the one who vouched for him in the first place. Back then he had a different name and a different identity. He was a damn good earner too, brought in a ton of creds. Everything was fine until he wanted out. So he ran. And nobody, nobody runs away from the fleet.
I was afraid of that. Look, we are not built for combat. What is it you want exactly? Oh God, I do not know. pilot of the Regana. We are medical supply ship headed for New Homestead. We don't want any trouble. All right. And what are your intentions with these crewmen? Damn it. I do not have choice, do I? Okay. Docking bay is open. Let's talk.
I find the interior of this ship comforting.
I am not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece. That is true. Which means you don't want somebody to know what you are really up to. Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about? You really do not know which one of us is Rake, do you? And you do not seem to care either, which makes me think you really want to save him. Okay, I have idea. We can strike his name from Manifest, make it so he was never on board. Then, when we dock, we will leave him on this ship and deliver him to another port. That is fair. We do not want any part of the fleet. Is that all right with you, Austin?
Do I have a choice?
It does not appear you do. Well then, it is agreed. You go back to your ship and we will make sure Rake was never on ours. And in case any of your handlers get suspicious, here. We had an extra crate of supplies loaded, in case one got damaged. This should be proof you were not here to bargain.
Thank you for letting us go. This unpleasantness aside, the people of New Homestead will be grateful for these supplies.
I thought we were
So
dead.
now what? Be careful around the fleet. They talk about...
We will make sure Rake's name is taken off the manifest. And I hope you do not take this the wrong way, but... I hope our paths never cross again.
This unpleasantness aside, the people of New Homestead will
I
be
thought we
grateful
were
for
dead.
these supplies.
Thank you
Can't
for letting
believe
us
it.
go.
Ah, hello. Goodbye.
Always a pleasure, Captain.
Played it the nice way.
hit. Hey, Rook, wanna help me with some target practice?
Let me repair my hull. Oh, it wouldn't let me repair it.
Damn mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Rook, wanna help me with some target practice? Is that your best shot? Mess with the fleet? Let's go!
Man, why?
Damn mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Rook, wanna help me with some target practice?
Why am I failing like straight away?
Damn mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Rook, wanna help me with some target practice?
Neutralize that ship.
My God, come on.
Damn mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Rook, wanna help me with some target practice?
Straight away.
Damn mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Rook, wanna help me with some target practice? Had enough?
I just can't.
Damn mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Rook, wanna help me with some target practice?
Take out the hostile.
That one
as soon as I go to kill him, I get ripped to shreds.
Damn mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Brooke, wanna help me with some target practice?
Jump out of here.
Damn mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Brooke, wanna help me with some target?
Well, that worked better that time. Over and over again, I guess.
help with the Ecliptic. I had it under control.
Yeah, right.
Definitely went faster after you jumped into the fight. Now tell me about the Ragana. Give me some good news, then we can go celebrate. Mercenaries. Guns for hire that shoot their own parents if they were paid enough. I'll tell you, we do a hell of a lot of dirty work in the Crimson Fleet. But we'd never sell away our souls like an ecliptic merc does. You know what? I have no idea, and it's frustrating the hell out of me. I suppose I could have pissed off someone I screwed over in the past, but there's been so many, I've lost count. No kidding. That'll make Delgado happy, seeing as our hands are clean. I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind, but at least you got the job done. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yep, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rakes taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you.
Oh, here we go again.
If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. We clear? Yeah? Last person who said that was Rake. So you've already dug yourself a hole about 6 feet deep. And now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can. Don't keep me waiting long.
Joining the Crimson Fleet is hardly a cause for celebration. But you have your reasons. So for now, I will allow it.
Good to be back in our own ship.
Good day, Captain.
I had a friend on the Ragana. I hope I'll be able to see him next time we're on shore leave.
Do you have anything to report? We got the message from the Regana about Austin Rick. We had him dropped off at a separate port, off the books. Suffice to say, he's got a lot to answer for. That's a smart line to follow. Part of this role you're playing means having to make hard choices. Just remember not to lose yourself in the part.
We did our best not to cross the line, but the more we do, the more we risk exposing the deception.
Oh, one more thing before we move on. For transparency's sake, you should know we were the ones that hired Ecliptic to attack Neva's ship. There was concern after what happened with the Regana that you might have trouble earning Neva's trust. Coming to her rescue ensured that would not be a problem. They are mercenaries for hire. If they are paid enough money, Ecliptic would attack the Vigilance. It wasn't terribly difficult to convince them to attack an isolated Crimson Fleet ship. Just expensive. Ah, so I take it you have good news. Were you able to join the fleet? Then it worked. You're in. Sounds like everything is going as expected. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on her good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet. The woman has a record that could stretch across Sol and back. She started young as one of Neon's street rats, and worked her way up to second in command. She's a force to be reckoned with, so don't underestimate her. Yes, you passed your first test and you're still alive. But before we get too confident, that either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example of you later. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals, so don't let your guard down.
And their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda? Excellent. If you're heading to the Key, I assume you'll be meeting Delgado soon.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
What is there to know? He is pirate scum, like all of them.
Exactly. The Crimson Fleet is not a monolith. Any information you have on its members can only help. In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating independently. We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now, especially while you're on the Key. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. It's certainly increased my estimates on success. Keep up the good work. We'll expect further reports. Dismissed.
If you are free soon, could we talk? I wanted to thank you for giving me the chance to work with you. I know we met under, unusual circumstances. You seem to be acclimating well to Constellation. Are you enjoying working with them? I think none of us were expecting what we have found. Well, perhaps Matteo. You have certainly become a vital part of the organization. That is a credit to your abilities. If I may, from what you have seen, do you think I fit in well with the rest of Constellation? Perhaps, but it is still important to me. I feel as though I am often looking in at the rest of the group. I do not like this feeling. I would like to feel that I am a valued member of the organization, but I am concerned that I am off-putting, or my actions have alienated me. I have not shared much, but everyone knows I worked with smugglers for years. I am no stranger to violence and death. Yes, exactly. I survived. That was the only goal. For those that have not lived it, it can be difficult to imagine or accept. Others here have seen conflict, but for more noble causes. Vladimir is the only one here who can begin to understand. He was the one who pressed the group to include me. I lack his charm. He puts others at ease. I fear my presence does the opposite. That is kind of you. You also have a lot going. I find expressing affection difficult, but truly. Thank you. I know this seems trivial, perhaps childish. I have just always relied only on myself. I have never been surrounded by people like this. By a group I wish to be a part of. Does that make sense? And yet here we are, working together. And that has, I think, gone very well. Discussing these things is...
Come on, mate.
...challenging for me. I hope now you can better understand why I wanted to keep the circumstances of our meeting quiet. I wanted to thank you for not saying anything to Vladimir. I know that you said you wouldn't, but it is still a relief. I would like my contributions to Constellation to amount to more than violence. Indeed it was. And now I hope you can see why. Thank you for talking this over with me. It is good to know that at least one member of Constellation understands me.
We can undo that one now.
The Regana made it to port with 0 casualties.
Greetings, Captain.
Immediately, or are there other matters that require your attention?
I'll get there. Salazar went down. Man, oh man. Beat this. always die.
budget tool. Well, surprise you returned a hail.
Can I ask the first question?
I'm still talking with the captain. Cindy will organize everyone into a queue. Are you sure you're up for this? This is a really fun crowd. The friendly captains agreed. Let's try and leave a good impression. First question.
Is being a ship captain non-stop thrills and excitement like living in that movie Return of the Interceptor?
I don't know that movie.
Oh, I was kind of hoping there would be thrills all over the place.
I am sure the captain is really busy and may not have time for all your questions.
If you can afford your very own ship, you must be super well off. You single?
Far out.
Oh, dear Lord. sorry. Let's try to keep the questions appropriate. Last question.
Space is a lawless mess. If you could make the damn politicians fix one thing about it, what'd it be? So you want more government interference? Yeah, that seems like such a good idea.
Thank you, Captain, for the, welcome break. I got a question. Is it true captains have someone in every port? You know, a special someone? For l'amour? Or You don't have to answer that.
I think we would all be interested in the answer.
Of course.
Captain.
Really? Oh. That's all. Everyone settle back in your seats. Cut the intercom? You have the patience of a saint. This tour group is very energetic. Here's some credits for giving them such an authentic experience.
I'll take them.
This is your captain speaking. We're about to... head to our next destination. Remember, we'll be in Neon in 5 days, so don't spend all your money yet.
Astral Lounge, here I come!
Dear Lord. Scrambling. It's very profitable as well. Oh, this whole thing? I suppose it did cost a few fortunes. But it is nice to travel with a modicum of style. I really can't say, as much as I'd like to. It may mean nothing, but I'm rooting for you. Sorry, can't say. Hopefully all will make sense in time. Good luck. Please, just be careful. Very careful. I hope to see you at a much later date.
I see now. Wow, how am I getting out of this mess? It's a bit like Earth.
9 to any and all Freestar Collective craft. We are under heavy fire. Hostile spacers are overrunning our position on Altair 2. I'm not sure how much longer our outpost can hold on. We don't have much time. Private Mahoney out.
Lucky I came along. I just did that. There we go.
Every world with living things is a treasure.
get off of here without hurting myself.
Oh! Need a moment to walk that.
Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers.
Ugh. Thank God. I figured if I talked myself hoarse on the comms, the cavalry would come. I was expecting some Free Star militia, but any port in a storm, I guess. You and me both. Before Spacers broke into the outpost, I was relaying orders for Lieutenant Torres. Torres ain't bad as far as COs go, but we'd have been flat out murdered if it weren't for the... and I can't believe I'm saying this, the UC Marines. So, and this is important. You see a Marine, don't shoot. They're friendlies.
Now that is something I was not expecting to hear.
We most certainly did. The whole situation isn't exactly standard operating procedure. After we clear the outpost, I'll talk your ear off about the whole situation. But right now, clock's ticking. Roger. So first things first, the makeshift infirmary isn't gonna hold. They set up on the ground floor in the security section. The whole place is on lockdown, so you'll have to find a way there. Talk to, Lazama. He's the only thing between them and... well, you get the picture. When Torres triggered the lockdown, I was with Lazama and the doctor in security, but the lockdown cut us off. Last I knew, Torres was fighting in the complex. Somewhere. The Marines were guarding the back entrance. No idea what's up with them. But that intel's old. Sorry, that's all I got. You are something else. Be safe, be bold. A dead soldier ain't no help to no one.
Found me a target.
Ah.
The sooner we get to Montero Luna, the better.
Someone or something will clean up whatever's left behind.
One down!
Give up already.
This is it.
Corporal Lizama, UC Marines, medic. We thought we were done for. And meet the esteemed doctor. Musa, right? It's his party we're crashing. We've lost too many good soldiers and scientists to the Spacers. But everyone here is stable and will recover. Assuming we can clear the outpost of Spacers. Mahoney's a machine. She's wasted on this rock. And this... What the heck are you guys doing here anyway? Doctor. Doctor!
Yes. Yes. Astrobiology. We study non-Terran life forms in the settled systems. We, seek to understand the various flora and fauna and search for practical uses. We're trying to show that science can advance the quality of human life, not just further our destructive capabilities.
Listen, we can't waste time. The Freestar CO, Lieutenant Torres, he locked down the complex. I'm not sure how long he can keep his troops safe.
Last I saw Torres was on the 3rd floor, near my office.
Take this key and get to Torres. It should open everything except the security doors. Get to Torres before his men are wiped out. Good luck.
I'll be saving up for now. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.